stadiums you gotta see. This one of them.
At Heinz Field.
Feels great. Row 4 right there next to the tunnels where I grew up watching games, always trying to get gloves and stuff, so it's good to be back.
Way to go, TJ. Welcome to Wisconsin.
It's my first time at Lambeau Field. I can feel the history.
It's an honor, it's a blessing just to be here in the stadium. That's where legends are made. You know, we're here with our fans. You know, they travel a long way. And we have fans in Green Bay, so it's awesome, it's amazing.
Go Steelers!
Hey man, I just gotta do my job, understand my role, make plays when I get the opportunity to, and have fun. That's it.
You know what it is, Lambeau Field, full court press.
Historic venue. About to go out here and put a little show on tonight and enjoy it.
First time ever being here, just taking it all in.
Another great day, baby, for some football, man. Time to come out and put on the show, baby.
1, 2, 3, let's rock!
Good to see you, brother. Have a great season. You're the best.
Let's get it.
Editz Connor with some nice blocking. James Conner's going to speed the 10, the 5, into the end zone as he sheds Tremont Williams, and that's a touchdown of 26 yards for James Conner, the pride of Erie, Pennsylvania.
And if you're Mike Tomlin, that's what you want to see right now out of James Conner.
Big series there for James Conner. Ty Montgomery is deep, takes it at the 15 to 20. Montgomery fumbles the football, it's loose, flags fly, and the Steelers say they have it. Do they?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Terrell Edmonds, the #1 pick, recovered it, popped right out of his hands. Rudolph with time, back in the end zone, nice pass, and it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju had a touchdown last week.
This is a guy who's expected to take that next step. Last year, he had 7 touchdowns. Here he is with his 2nd touchdown of the preseason.
Again, more pressure by the Steelers, and Bud Dupree gets around his man right there. And Dupree, and they're expecting a lot of this. Blindside sack.
Throws for the end zone. There's a man down there. And what a play for James Washington. Won the jump ball against Dimitri Goodson. You believe that?
That was a heck of a play by James Washington.
And he's going to fake the handoff and run for the pylon, and he wins the foot race for the 2-point conversion. Josh Dobbs outruns Josh Jones, the safety.
What a big day for James Washington, man. All he seems to be is open. You watch him in practice throughout training camp, and he does a great job of running routes.
Samuels gets the call and gets into the end zone for the Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. He wants to throw a big rush, and he is hit before he can actually blink. L.J. Fort was on him unblocked, and it was frightening. Throws it for the goal line. And a leaping effort for James Washington. They both have it. Touchdown! Washington, 2nd of the game.
But it's a final in Green Bay. 2 of the longest tenured coaches in the NFL, Mike Tomlin, Mike McCarthy. 2 talented teams. We'll see where it takes them in the regular season. Again, it's Conner following his blocking explosion across the 40, 45, 50. He's in Green Bay territory with a stiff arm. And James Conner with a beautiful run.
See Matt Fowler opening up the hole right there. It's going to be interesting to see if he calls a hold or maybe a face mask.
A lot of face mask activity.
Personal foul. Face mask on it.
Pressure from the outside. Chicolo pushed aside. Here comes Huntley now, trying to get away from Morgan Burnett, but he cannot do it. We talked about his sure tackling ability, and he makes that play right there. Again, Rudolph steps up this time. Eyes downfield. Now Fakes trying to get to the outside, and he makes a nice run at the very end. It was Kentrell Bryce, number 29, who had him. 2nd down and long. Kaiser drops back. Pressure up the middle by Boston. Kaiser down the middle, and his ball's dropped there by St. Brown. By the way, that's the 2nd one that he's dropped tonight. Right in his hands, Cam Sutton in coverage.
You see Cam Sutton right there. Nice ball placement. He's able to get his hand inside of the receiver and able to deflect the ball. It actually hits the receiver's hand. Sutton, left arm, gets the ball out. That's a nice play by Sutton.
All right. Fake to Samuels, rolling right as Dobbs on the money, has his man right there, James Washington. That's good to about the 25-yard line, and it's a 1st down for the Steelers. Also, Bucky Hodges, the Steelers have liked what he's done at tight end. Over the middle, the pass out, up and in, and they were just talking about James Washington. He goes up over his defender, and he showed that on training camp, a nice connection. Dobbs to Washington, and the Steelers are on the board.
That is a great combative catch by Washington. He does this a lot in training camp. this week here, had a couple of fantastic catches in the end zone.
As you mentioned, Green Bay knows they're likely going to be passing a lot, but you got to create some of that space yourself. Here's pressure. I mentioned Banner trying to hold him off. Down the field, he has his man, James Washington. Washington already has 1 touchdown tonight and is prevented a second, but that's a huge gainer all the way down to the 14-yard line, and it is 1st and 10 for the Steelers. What a route by James Washington.
Playing a lot of man-to-man coverage.
They built a 14-0 lead when Rodgers went to Jimmy Graham, and then the Steelers got 2 touchdowns to make it 14 apiece, and since then Green Bay has pretty much dominated. Samuels again. This time he gets into the end zone, and the Steelers do have another touchdown and plenty of time left in this football game. They need to take advantage of it, and they did. Jalen Samuels, a 5th-round pick out of NC State, gets in, and it's now 48-28.
Talking situational football here. You don't give many opportunities like this in the preseason. They stay within their goal line package. 2 runs, able to get to the end zone, and here you are right now with another 2-point conversion by Tomlin.
You just made me trip, fall and land on your lap. Something bad boy smooth, body hotter than a sun. I don't mean to be rude.